Welcome back, ladies and gents. Slide and Legend of AISCtv here, and it is our pleasure today to bring to you Game 1 of our IMNesTea Replay Series Pack. And yeah, that said, we have our Red Zerg spawning here in the northeast corner of Shakuro's Plateau. Incredible miracles, Nestea.
Yep, what else is to explain but Nestea, the god of Zerg. He's just dominating entire year of 2011, except losing to MVP a couple times, of course, but really no shame in that, of course, because Terran's OP.
Yeah, wait, what was that at MLG? Nestea versus MVP when there's a whole huge controversy. I mean, this news is old, but about MVP or Nestea potentially throwing the game against him.
Oh, really? I actually never heard of it.
Was it? I can't remember what tournament that was. If you guys know, just let us know in the comments below so everyone else can see that.
Or maybe you're just making it up.
No, I swear to God, something like he made a bunch of Broodlords with no support or anything, and they just got all sniped to hell.
I did hear that. But of course, MVP is master with a ghost. So
definitely
I think he makes like 22, 30 ghosts at one point.
That's
so.
really fun to watch sometimes. Meanwhile, in the other corner, we should probably introduce his opponent, our blue Protoss player in the southwest corner. What's that say? jOySaSin.
Yep, I believe Joy is one of the prominent clan in Korea.
Is it?
Yep,
Never heard of him.
So I'm sure he's pretty good. He was ranked number 2 in his Masters League in Korea, so obviously a very strong player.
Yeah, okay.
And he's going for a fast forge into expansion.
Forge fast expansion.
Or I guess he's gonna go Nexus first.
Oh wow, that's pretty bold considering.
I mean, you can kind of get away with it on the Shakuro's Plateau.
Yeah, and it looks like jOySaSin probe is checking to see when Nestea is gonna put down his expansion, and looks like the drone is not quite on the way yet, and that probe is blocking that spot. Forge now going down after the Nexus first for jOySaSin. So if Nestea doesn't actually do anything to kind of come back here, he's gonna be quite far behind already.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's a god of macro, so he's chasing that probe away. He's gonna put down his hatchery of his own, and maybe we'll see a fast third from Nestea, or maybe we'll see some kind of a two-base meters or infestors that we'll see.
Yeah, two-base infestor. I guess not that recently anymore, but a few months ago, it started getting a huge popularity in PvZ matchups. Very strong, of course, especially since a lot of so many Protoss players mid-game pretty much go stalker happy.
Well, yeah, when I play Protoss in the ladder, it's really hard for me personally to stop the mutos coming from 2-base, and Zerg can kind of take over the map with the mutos kind of keeping the Protoss in check at base. So yeah, I personally cannot stand the mutos.
Yeah, and look at that. jOySaSin, just to be extra safe, is even going to keep that probe there, holding position to prevent any Zergling run bys. And the cannon did finish to ward away those Zerglings, so Nestea knows pretty much exactly what's going on. And jOySaSin, it remains to be seen what his follow-up from this is going to be. Stargate plays very common to see from here.
Yeah, it's really common. I actually do not like the placement of the Cybercore. He could have put it anywhere else. I mean, if Nestea, for whatever reason, do decide to kind of Baneling Bust or something, I mean, you don't want to lose a Cybercore just because it's next to the pylon.
Yeah, definitely. And being right there to the edge, I mean, not that he's probably not gonna do this, but if he had, happened to have an Overlord in place, he could have sniped that with a, Roach Crush.
Oh yeah, that's true too, actually. And if he can snipe this pylon, the warp gate research is not gonna be even finished.
Oh,
that's another good reason not putting it there.
Oh yeah, it's barely not in range of the other pylon. Plus one weapons, pretty quick actually, coming from jOySaSin. So I wonder if he's gonna move out with a large group of zealots at some point. He's not actually even making any, so I guess.
I mean, it's very standard follow-up with the Protoss. It's getting the very fast and cheap upgrade, and Nestea getting that very fast third. So he really need to make some units to hold off the Protoss pressure.
Yeah, and well, to be fair though, jOySaSin is only still on that one gateway. He doesn't have actually anything, any other production facilities.
I mean, he kind of want to time out with that warp gate research being done. Maybe we'll see what kind of tech he decides to go with. I actually would love to see like a Dark Templar or something crazy, just because we haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah, but you know, Dark Templar, I feel like Zerg players have gotten so used to holding off those sort of, I guess, rushes or whatever you want to call a Dark Templar attack. And, you know, sometimes they'll, or very often, they'll just put, you know, a spore each down at their bases.
Yep, I just something personally wanted to see. Of
Yeah.
course, I'd love to see a Nestea win just cause it's Nestea.
And now 4 gates are now just being started for jOySaSin, just as Legend said he was.
Whoa,
Ooh.
7 gate total, making
Uh,
6 more gateways.
you know, I actually do like this because, you know,
I mean, this is like the easiest build to execute. Like, you're not putting any Twilight Council tech to, you know, delay your timing, or you're getting very fast robotics facility. So you just need to make a lot of units, and using that very fast +1 upgrade to just maybe get that third base of Nestea.
yeah, and he's actually working on +1 armor as well at the moment. And yeah, the strength of this sort of build really is that your opponent, your I guess typically a Zerg opponent, does not actually have that much time to scout it, unless he happens to get, you know, lucky with an Overlord scout. And you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, this is gonna hit a lot faster than what if Pros player usually goes with a Twilight Council or robotics facility. So it's very tempo based attack. I wonder if Nestea has enough to hold this. Yeah, there's a lot of sentries, a lot of energy, and stalkers and zealot, and he's gonna warp in more units.
yeah, fortunately for Nestea, however, speed is just about to finish, and he's now pumping out some defensive roaches, and we'll kind of see, I guess, if he's able to hold us off with minimal damage, and the roaches at the top of the ramp will ward these units away. jOySaSin very smartly is going to go for the third base, rather.
Yeah, really smart choice. He can actually go up this ramp and force field this until he gets this third.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly probably what we're going to see. Where's Nestea's army? Just a couple of roaches. They will take out that reinforcing pylon. These stalkers should get up the top of the ramp. Where are those force fields? One more. There we go. Nice force
He could have
fields.
trapped in a couple of roaches there, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point he probably just wants to snipe his hatchery and go home. These roaches, what are they going? They
I
want
think
to
there's
take.
reinforcing stalkers, but this third base is surely gone.
Yeah, and those reinforced stalkers have been driven away, as well as that reinforcement pylon. So Nestea, you know, doing a fairly good job holding us off so far. We can catch these units out in the middle of the
Well, he
map.
could have actually snapped a lot of overlords there.
Yeah, Nestea already being supply blocked, or jOySaSin rather, being supply blocked after losing 2 pylons out the field there. And these slow, God, they're so slow.
Good force field.
Kind of overkill. Wow, okay.
Oh wow, flank.
And
Flank to the flank.
and a flank on a flank. It's a flankception, if you will. We need to go deeper. And yeah, these stalkers definitely are going to clean
Oh
up.
man, Nestea does not look good here. He's getting crushed. He's like 20 down in supply against Proros. That's not good at all. Like you're supposed to be up like at least 20 or 30 in supply to really deal with these stalkers and a lot of sentries.
Yeah, that's the hope. You know, I mean, that's why you need a sentries. The sentries actually are very low on force field energy right now, so Nestea should have a easier time engaging, hopefully. But this stalker ball is getting pretty big. Just like I said, that 2 more force fields do come out. Lings are not going to be able to get against those stalkers. They are in good position right now. Nestea should probably consider pulling drones soon. Otherwise, he's going to stand to lose a lot of his army.
Yeah, I actually don't know why he's pulling back. He is following this up with the blink stalkers, which is very smart choice. I mean, after like when all that was going on, he was able to put down Twilight Council and even get that blink going. So very smart choice by our Pros player jOySaSin. But yeah, he can actually just go up and deal a lot of damage to Nestea. I think he's kind of giving Nestea a lot of time here.
Yeah, well, now right now, I think since Nestea, was able to get quite a few roaches out, where are these overlords going?
Just chilling, getting that view. Are you alright?
Yeah, sorry.
dying?
Excuse me. I got the hiccups or something. I'm not sure what that's about. And yeah, pretty good concave up there by Nestea. jOySaSin, is he actually going to go up here? Lots of spy crawlers.
Yeah, I mean, his blink is finished, and he has 1-1 in upgrade already, so...
Yeah, 2 about to finish. Well, Nestea's roaches are upgraded at all?
Nope.
It's 0-0. I think his links might have 1-0, but you know, that's not exactly very helpful against
Yeah.
army. He is not going to try to retake his third base. What's that in the middle? A couple of lings scouting the army are going to pull back.
I guess jOySaSin gonna play super safe and get that third base up, and Nestea gonna take this third. He can easily actually snipe this third.
Yeah, jOySaSin with that big ball of Protoss units is able to kind of bully Nestea around the map a little bit right now, and you can see Nestea is kind of just now starting to move out. He has finally amassed a force probably, well, actually, still not that much, considering there's slow roaches against the Blink Stalkers. And yeah, no, those roaches will absolutely get torn apart against this army.
Yep. And getting that robotics facility for our pros player jOySaSin, very smart. And just sending this 6 outs, maybe we'll be able to. Oh,
just the one's all gonna scout for a
mind. That was kind of weird.
Fourth, I wonder. No, it's just gonna just attack that. And is he gonna be able to intercept this army coming to save his third base? And the Lings pull back, and actually, +3 attack now on the way. Hold that thought. Roaches and Lings coming in. They did not want to engage off creep. Those roaches do not have speed yet, I believe.
Oh my gosh, 14 mutas on the way for Nestea. How does Nestea do this? It's incredible. He's actually up in supply after all that. Like, that's incredible, man. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I mean, he was like 1 second away from death. Now he's up in supply. He's having 14 meters on the way. I mean, are there any cannons on jOySaSin's base here?
No.
He's not expecting this. Like, that's why you actually have to scout all the time with if you're not gonna get a very fast robotics facility, you have to get that hallucination, because he had a lot of sentries.
Yeah, I mean, when a Zerg player is, pretty much kept down to 2 bases for such a long time, you're not going to expect them to go up for mutas just because of how gas intensive they are. But surprise, jOySaSin, the muta's not coming in.
Trouble.
Not too many probes lost in, maybe 4 or 5 going down, 6 there. And let's actually check the real number. We're looking at, oh wow, sorry guys, 12. Probably including the scouting workers, and even more probes going down. So Nestea starting to make a comeback here. We'll need to get away from those Blink Stalkers, however.
Yeah, I mean, these mutas are going to force a lot of cannons in jOySaSin's base, and going to keep jOySaSin in the base till Nestea really stabilizes and maybe drones up for himself. Yep, look at this. He actually made 11 drones and 5 more mutas.
Yeah, and I actually like jOySaSin's train of thought here. He immediately put down a Templar Archives upon seeing those Mutalisks, and they did complete now somewhere. He's probably going to want a couple of Archons mixed into that to help deal with Mutalisks.
Or maybe just Storms.
Or Storms, yeah. Size Storms, of course.
You actually absolutely need to get Storms to deal with the mutas.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to land a good Storm on them, though. I mean,
yeah, I mean, the Terran, Protoss doesn't have like units like Thors or Marines to really effectively deal with the mutas.
Or just Marines.
Yeah, and he actually snuck in that one upgrade for mutas as well. So
yeah, +2 attack for the mutas on the way.
Yep,
also,
fancy micro by Nestea right there.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of
getting that 4th. Yeah, Nestea is really stabilizing. Like, actually, he's in a very good position.
Yeah, and he's really taking. This is pretty much how Mutalisks are meant to be used to keep the pros player in his base, and he's now just moving out so that you can expand wherever you need to do or go rather. And yeah, still massing up more mutas. Nestea playing this up pretty well. jOySaSin's army is in a good position as well, though, to defend his bases.
Yep, and how many drones does Nestea have? He's close to 70 drones, so he's yeah, he definitely snuck a lot of drones there.
Yeah, definitely. Sidestorm is now just about to finish. There are no High Templar out just yet, I believe. Or no, there are actually 6 High Templar, but they are not in position to help.
Oh, Nestea's units split up. Mutas are here, but a lot of Roaches and Lings are here, and
I think jOySaSin wants to just take out these units. One on the ramp, one at the ramp.
Oh, sick force field there to block all. Oh, wow.
Okay, kind of overkill on this little Roach army, I think. But Joe, unnecessary storms. But jOySaSin does clean that up very nicely done.
I mean, he lost all that Roaches and Lings for maybe just a Stalker, single Stalker.
Yeah, though, jOySaSin lost a lot of probes there. You can see there going up to 31 workers lost.
Oh, wow. Nexus left-clicking that Nexus here.
Right-clicking.
Or right-click, I'm sorry.
And yeah, losing a couple units for that Nexus and all those pro. Okay, yeah, he's going to pull those away. Well, it looks like he was looking away for just a second there. Up 20 supply is Incredible Michael's Nestea.
Wow,
somehow
three on attack.
How much damage does that do?
I'll find it out for you.
47 versus biological.
That's pretty sick.
That's gonna be pretty fun times for the Mutalisks there.
Nestea just loves. I mean, his plan is to kind of flank, and when the army moves out, he can always sneak in that Zerglings.
Oh, and so many Zerglings coming in. That tank even gonna be taken. Oh, a lot of reinforced Mutalisks actually being caught there. A few going down, which is.
Blanc should be blink up right there. They're taking a long way around, but
yeah, and a lot of cannons here, but it's quite a few Lings and Mutas. They will be able to clean this up. Are those Stalkers gonna blink under? No, not there. Too few numbered now. They will do that. Take out a couple of Mutas is not gonna get one just yet, and even more even more Mutalisk on the way for Nestea, and he is playing this out so well. I mean, what a comeback so far.
Yeah, I mean he's down like 6 in supply, but that really doesn't matter. He can always just reinforce it with the Zerglings, and he's getting a lot of spine crawlers just in case there's some kind of base trade scenario. These spine crawlers can hold off that.
These do not want to be here.
Yeah.
Against the great wall of crawl. And yeah, looks like jOySaSin kind of thinking, all right, I need to put some pressure on. You know, I can't let my Zerg opponent get too far back in this game.
Don't let the High Templars go in front. That's
you know, yeah, that happens a lot. I noticed that with the Infestor play as well. You know, Zerg players kind of just forget about them and let them charge into the front lines.
Oh my god, this is when the Protoss player just want to pull their hair out. Like, Zerg player can never engage this death wall of the Protoss, so they're always counterattacking. Of course, with the Mitas, they're so good at base trading scenario. And yeah, getting a lot of pounces, the supply blocking jOySaSin, not a good sign.
Yeah, and meanwhile at Nestea's Natural, this Protoss Deathball, you know, the issue really is does Nestea have enough to deal with this army? Because look at that, so many High Templar with Storms, plenty of Blink Stalkers, and a couple of Colossus, all of them really well upgraded. And I don't think Nestea can ever really directly take on this army, which is going to pose a huge problem for him.
Yeah, of course, he can just snipe that Nexus in the middle with this flock of Mutas. Yeah, it's not... Oh, man.
Oh, a couple of Mutas are actually running into this cannonball, and Nestea kind of wants to save every single unit. No, he loses every single one.
Oh,
Five of them going
so
down.
Sloppy.
Not
Holy
even
crap.
Not even taking down a single cannon. There was Nestea, and for some reason rebuilding a forge. Looks like he wants the cannon up that last base of his. Nestea's Mutalisk actually flying in to jOySaSin's last base. To his last base, there we go. Yeah, and these Mutalisks taking so much damage. These cannons pretty much paying for themselves and then some. And this is going to make it pretty much impossible for Nestea to take on the main Protoss Deathball at his base.
Yeah, but Protoss player needs to come back like right now, because this is like one of his few remaining structure. Was he be able to get
he's
Nexus?
Definitely going to lose that Nexus,
Oh
and
my
even saving those Lings. And, you know, it's looking pretty good, but jOySaSin needs to push now immediately, because Nestea does still have bases up.
Nexus in the middle of the map.
Okay, well, that's certainly one... You know, actually, this is really smart, because he puts his Nexus here so that it's going to be nearby Nestea's remaining bases and his army, so he can attack and defend very easily at the same time.
Yeah, actually, he shouldn't be engaged. Yeah, I was gonna say he can. Should just poke it with that Colossus range.
Yeah, I mean, he might have just been attacking into it. You know, you go a little bit into panic mode when you're in a base trade situation, right? And these Mutalisks not really sure what to do. They're looking around for other buildings, wondering why jOySaSin hasn't been rebuilt yet. But surprise, Nexus is right outside your base.
Wow, Nestea does have a lot of aesthetic defense being set up.
You know, yeah, that's great, but he's not. How is he going to actually take this army out, though? These Colossus will, you know, slowly but surely chew through the static defenses of Nestea.
Yeah, I think the scary part is these 5 Templars. Like, if you can land like one good Storm or two, like
with full energy, and
yeah,
the
and
Archons
you can always
too.
just warp into Archons if deemed necessary. So.
Where is this? So, whoa, does not want to lose a High Templar right now. Oh, wow. That's
what a waste of Templar there.
I don't know really why what that Templar was doing out there. Maybe just in case Mutalisk decided to fly and try to snipe Colossus. And Nestea, it seems like he's a little bit unsure of what to do. He is building up some forces back at his main base. And look at this. Nestea.
Oh my, he actually could snipe this Colossus. That would be huge, because all these spine crawlers can deal with all the Stalkers and Archons here. He should be target firing this Colossus, but he's doing it a little bit late. He does get one.
Nicely done there. Does get at some Colossus that other one.
Oh man, he could have got both. I mean, he was going to lose some Mutas, but these spine crawlers got to hold up all the Stalkers and, you know, Archons, while he can just build up. And he does have economy.
Ooh,
and
needs to be careful of the storms there, yeah.
Protoss player doesn't, so... Oh man, it's gotta be really close here, but I think jOySaSin is in so much better position.
Yeah, oh, you need to be careful of those. One good storm, those Mutalisks, it's pretty much gonna knock Nestea out of this game. And I mean, I guess it looks pretty close, but jOySaSin, like you said, Legend, definitely has the upper hand.
Yep.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, like, I think Nestea now knows that he just needs to snipe this Colossus. And where's that transfuse? I really want to see a lot of transfuse on this spine crawlers.
Plenty of energy on those queens. He definitely needs to transfuse.
Oh man,
and
Archons and High Templars protecting that Colossus. I think even Protoss player knows that Colossus is key to a victory here, so...
Oh yeah, definitely. And bringing up the Remuners, High Templars, still leaving some units back at that Nexus defending against Mutalisks. These Mutalisks are so badly injured a Roach Horn going up, but I'm not sure how much help
Yeah,
that's going to be.
he can even transfuse some of these mutas if he chooses to. Not really doing it.
You know, in a situation like this, you know, you just kind of, like I
does
said,
get the one arc on there. That's really sloppy play by jOySaSin.
and what is Nestea? What is his answer to this? Maybe he should just go and try to take that Nexus out. Is he going to do that? He will go after these Stalkers, which are pretty vulnerable. But again, those Mutalisks are so weak, and being a little bit indecisive here, losing a couple, does not want to get the cannon range.
Where to blink? Yeah, there you go.
Does chase him away, and did whittle down jOySaSin's army a little bit there, but his Mutalisk count is slowly, rather quickly going down as well.
Yep. Now the roaches are on the way for Nestea's correctly tech switching, but oh man.
Yeah, actually, we did see some transfusion on a spine crawler there, but just too much DPS, and it went down immediately. And jOySaSin now blinking for the win. Nestea bringing his drones out for the final battle. Every single drone will get roasted here. And yeah, Nestea does throw out the GG.
Oh man, I feel like Nestea actually gave up on that play there, just throwing away the mutas. Like, I was like...
I mean, that's the thing, though. You know, you get caught in one good storm, and it's a matter of bad luck, really, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, that was actually a really flawless play by jOySaSin. You know, I really liked it. But of course, Nestea, I don't know how he actually came back from the situation. Like, he gets his third snipe, he's forced to make so many bad units, and you know, Prospero does have a tech up in tech, and you know, even up in expansion. But Nestea was able to come back and almost made it into a really exciting comeback win, but jOySaSin was able to take that game.
Yep, definitely. So, yep, thanks for tuning into All on TV StarCraft 2 commentary. And
we just made a really weird eye contact.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not going to see that. We will have the second game of our Nestea replay pack up shortly, so stay tuned.
See you guys later.